Well, our design, we kind of wanted it to be more of a sculptural piece, based on stackable pods, transparent polypropylene material, which
sorry, thanks.
The light can shine through and not. One of the main features of the wall is the direct and indirect light, which you can see through it from different angles, and instead of having it kind of uniform light from every view, you can, sometimes see the pixel, sometimes not, and have different effects, and which also lends itself to even more advanced interactivity, such as spinning, which
yeah, we wanted it to interact with the environment because it's such delicate material. We kind of wanted to distract people from actually spinning it in their hands. So we wanted to incorporate like little flaps within the inner pixel to allow the wind to spin it rather than and it would also create some sort of light show while the LEDs are on, so it attract people to the wall.
Like a flickering of the spinning, the indirect light, kind of slight flashes, and as the breeze may hit it, or
So the wind spins it, yeah?
The wind spins it.
Yeah. That's correct.
So basically, although we can get donated for acrylic, we thought that polypropylene was the best material to be used. We spoke to the guys at the laser cutting, as well as people from retailers such as plastics and everything. And it's going to be very cost efficient, as well as just a great material in terms of impact resistant, dirt resistant. It's flexible. It's obviously it comes in a wide range of opaque and translucent colours and thicknesses as well. And basically we got a cost for it, so just this is at retail price, but an average sheet size we can get at 1220 by 2440, and that comes at $32 a sheet. So we did the maths, and if we were to get the pixels laser cut onto one of these size sheets, we'd have 175 of the base plates. These are symmetrical plates. Have 175 plates. That's at the largest size pixel as well, onto the sheet. If we were to put that into 300 pixels, it would come out at 3.5 sheets, which would cost around $112 for the main material, really. And then if you look at the top rivets, the rivets, which would use 4 on each pixel, very easy to put together. They provide sturdiness within the model. We can demonstrate, we could put together a model in under a minute. He'll put together a model literally. There's no skills involved.
Earlier.
Yeah.
There's no skill involved. Everyone in the class can do it.
Daniel can do it. So.
Yeah.
I can do it, anyone can do it.
And also remember that we will probably look at thicker polypropylene for the other design. We might vary the different sizes.
So not anyone can do it.
Not anyone. He's just got to get the.
My one didn't do that.
You've got to ground the shaft down.
Hey, you've got 2 on there, but I'm assuming.
So these are 2 different
multiples.
Yeah, well, so we have 2 different iterations here. The one down the bottom here would obviously mask the light a bit more, and we were sort of playing with that whole idea of shadowing and light. And obviously with the wind, we would probably aim to have the outer shell fixed and the inside spinning, or vice versa. Whereas with this one, again, we've got 3 different scale pixels. It would create, with the spinning, it would create the same sort of light show, although this one, I guess it's got more direct light to viewers, I guess. Like I said, we've had a bit of trouble now, but once you get going, you can make one of these in literally probably 2 minutes.
We did those for probably about 5 minutes.
We did this in
the other one in 2
and that was
minutes.
trying to figure out how to use the pop riveter as well.
It's cost efficient. It's cost efficient. It's time efficient. It's sturdy. It's aesthetically pleasing. The biggest cost at the moment would be this acrylic tubing. On retail price, we can get it for 2 meters at about $60. But at the moment, we're thinking maybe it might be better to get a sort of one of those garden hose. It's like a hose type thing that's used in gardening. It's also clear, but that's a bit more flimsy and physical. But then we'd probably substitute that with the steel rod or the main structure that could be bent in different directions and provide some sort of overall holding structure, backbone type thing. That can be easily formed. The LEDs strap on.
Obviously, we'd use a thinner cable tie. That was just the same.
And we'd
one
probably have back to back. We just didn't have enough. We only had one. But
so it doesn't have a distinct front or back. So the structure of it basically also, with the advantage of having the separate poles with the pods, means that you can have different densities. The wall could be potentially 2 meters thick in one point, and then you can have thicknesses which offer kind of different views through the wall. It just means that it's versatile for a number of shapes and
The brief outline that it's supposed to be a curvilinear wall, and probably out of all the other models, ours would definitely pass as the most aesthetically pleasing curvilinear wall because first of all, it's curvilinear in itself, and second of all, with the varying in shapes, just a slight variation, even if you were to have it all lined up in a grid line, if you were to change the scale of the pixel, you could easily create a nice flowing curvilinear wall. And Matt did a lot of that parametric modelling.
Jump in a bit as well. Also, the way we've done the iterations of the pixel is we've kept the height constant throughout all of it. So really the scaling of the pixel is done on the X and Y plane. So that really just means you can have a strand of the cable and the LED light will sit in the middle the whole time. So it'll just be the one string of LEDs. So as far as cable management goes, the whole LED, it'll be able to run all along it, and the pixels will still be kept at the same height.